My first question is, as a Singaporean, naturally I would look at Singapore property as an investment, as a first destination, isn't it? I'm quite sure many of you out there, especially if you're Singaporean, you will naturally look at Singapore as a first property destination. But today, what are the rules and regulations in the moment? Is that right now, if I currently have a Singapore property and I have a loan on it, if I'm going to buy a second Singapore property, there's this what we call the ABSD, Additional Buyer Stamp Duty. And how much is the stamp duty, guys? The stamp duty is 16%. So that means that for a 1 million Singapore dollar stamp property, I need to set aside 160,000 stamp just to pay for the stamp duty. I don't know about you, but I just feel many of us might struggle with the fact that these stamp duties are a little bit high to consider for second property investment. So which is why many of my clients, especially Singaporean, they are quite surprised when I told them that, hey, do you know when you're investing into a UK property, you don't pay your stamp duty upfront. Your stamp duty is a lot lower. Unlike you buy a Singapore property, your stamp duty is payable in the next 2 to 3 months after you purchase the unit. Whereby in UK, your stamp duty is only payable upon completion. And that is one major thing. And of course, the other thing is the mortgage loan. In Singapore, as a Singaporean, when I buy a Singapore property, I can get access to Singapore Bank for the loan, which will be subjected to TDSR and things like that. But buying a UK property as a Singaporean, I first have the access to not just the Singapore Bank, I also have access to UK banks. And in UK banks, not just the usual whereby my monthly mortgage is about principal plus interest, UK banks, do you know UK banks actually offer us interest-only loan? So what does that mean to us if it's an interest-only loan? That means that, let's say example, every month if I'm collecting this amount of rental and I'm just servicing my interest, what does that mean? That means that my principal is not payable, I'm just servicing the interest. That gives me a much more positive cash flow when I'm keeping my UK property. And this is something what a lot of people like about UK property.